aide might have been onto something when he said this race would be decided by personalities, but not anymore. And now to get a different perspective on the politics of the pocketbook, Patrick Gavin of the Yeas and Nays joins us live from the Washington Examiner. And Patrick, Senator Obama keeps attacking Senator McCain. He's going after him on the economy. Some controversial comments McCain made yesterday. Take a listen very quickly.
You know that there's been tremendous turmoil in our financial markets in Wall Street, and people are frightened by these events. Our economy, I think, still, the fundamentals of our economy are strong, but these are very, very difficult times.
We are in the most serious financial crisis in generations. Yet, Senator McCain stood up yesterday and said that the fundamentals of the economy are strong. That's what he said. Now, a few hours later, his campaign sent him back out to clean up his remarks.
So what do you think, Patrick? Did McCain put his foot in it with that one?
Well, in the one case, on the one hand he did, but Obama really is, of course, taking his comments out of context. He did say that the economy is fundamentally sound, but also said that we are in some tough times. So Obama's sort of playing with the clips on that one. But it's true that, I mean, for McCain, the economy is going to be a tough issue. Any time that the economy looks as if it's in the tank or there's bad news about the economy, it's going to look bad for McCain just because he's a Republican and there's been a Republican in the White House for 8 years. But by the same token, Obama hasn't necessarily put out a plan that is resonating with the American people either. And so although this is really an opportunity for Obama to sort of put out a persuasive and a comprehensive economic plan, the problem is that during tough economic times, people don't necessarily want to rock the boat, and Obama is the change candidate, and that's the way he's selling himself. So he needs to sort of walk a fine line on this issue as well.
Well, let's talk McGinty's mailbag for just a second, because we love to get our viewers into the mix here. This email comes from our good friend Karen in Alexandria, and she is not buying the hype when it comes to GOP running mate Sarah Palin. And I quote, "I have watched Sarah Palin from the day her candidacy was announced through all those strikingly similar stump speeches to her dodging interview with Charles Gibson. What she reminds me of most is a cheerleader who doesn't go deep. Our economy is tattered. Our stature on the world stage is in shambles. Rah, rah, go team is not going to cut it." But obviously it is cutting it with millions of Americans. Is it just a matter of red state, blue state here, Patrick?
Well, it's that, and it's also a matter of how big this bubble is with Palin, and is it ever going to pop? There's no doubt that she's changed this race in positive ways for John McCain, and there's no doubt that she's given him a bump in the polls. But the question is some of that buzz going to come back? Is some of her popularity going to dwindle the more interviews she does, the more Americans get to know her? That we don't know yet. There were some polls that showed drastic changes in popularity in the polls in McCain's favor after the Republican convention because of her. It's hard to believe that that's going to sustain itself, but certainly the Republicans would like to, and so that's why we're seeing a very careful media outreach strategy when it comes to her.
Okay, finally, the Examiner running one of those interesting pieces in which the number of times a candidate uses a certain word or phrase tells you a lot more than the word itself. One of the big words you talk about is Bush, as in the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, no surprise, McCain's not using that word a lot. There's a website called speechwars.com that documents all the words they use in their speech. Obama is using it to his advantages. He said it 228 times since 2004 in his speeches. McCain has only said it 52 times. So McCain's not exactly running around broadcasting his allegiance with President Bush.
And that is not surprising. Patrick Gavin of the Washington Examiner, lots of fun chatting with you as always. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Derek.
And don't forget, you can comment on any and all of these hot topics. The email address, as always, mailbag@WUSA.